Welcome to the DK Custom Products YouTube channel. Today I got a little thing that's going to make a huge difference in comfort and ergonomics of this bike. And so today the product I have for you guys is a very simple one, but it makes a huge difference. As I said earlier, these are the 1-inch handlebar riser extensions. We have these in various diameters to match the base diameter of Sportster risers, Dyna, Softail models, some touring models that have the classic style riser handlebar setup. But today these are the 1-inch. They're going to match the 1-inch diameter of those risers on this Nightster. And we're going to show you guys just how easy it is to install these and just how much of a difference it's going to make on this bike. But before we get into that, I'd appreciate if you guys would like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, because that always helps us out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and open this now and show you. Very simple product. You're gonna get the instruction sheet. And these can only go on one way. I mean, I'm sure somebody out there could manage to screw this up, but for the most part, you just install it and it's good. These are DOM American cold rolled steel with a powder coat finish. So they're going to last the life of every other powder coated component on that bike. All right, now also included grade 8 hardware. You know, your life is on the line when you're talking about your bars. And so these aren't going to break. These are grade 8 and you know, these are premium hardware. All right, so as I said, it's a very simple installation, and you can tell from the instructions there's only one sheet. So the first, you'll check the contents. You have 2 riser extensions, and then you'll have 2 grade 8 bolts. Got them here. First step you're going to do is place a towel or some other protective measure over the gas tank and front fender. We're going to do that first and foremost because you don't want anything dropping, hitting your tank. You know, you're going to be lifting the bars, working with wrenches, hand tools. You don't want to scratch your tank for a product like this. So the first step is going to be to remove the 2 bolts that hold the risers in place. Keep those washers because they will be reused. Securing the lower handlebar clamps to the upper fork bracket, you may find it helpful to have someone hold the handlebars in place for you while you are doing this. Now, what's funny about this product, it's a very simple product. It's very easy if you have an extra pair of hands. It is a pain in the ass if you're only one guy trying to hold the bars, place the spacers, install the hardware. So final step would be to bolt into place with the 2 bolts provided with the kit. Reuse the stock washers, again, as I said earlier. Make sure to use thread locker and to tighten to factory torque specs. This is usually 30 to 40 foot-pounds, but definitely check your manual to verify the values for your bike. Now here's the fun part. Now that your handlebars are higher, you may want to adjust them forward or back. Have fun experimenting with the new look and improved comfort. Ride safe. So the thing about these are, they don't just lift the bars. You know, with the angle and the rake of your front end, it also brings them closer to you. So it makes it more comfortable overall. And I'm going to show you just how easy it is to install these extensions. The first step is going to be to remove the OEM bolts, and these are a 3/4 hex head bolt. So a ratcheting wrench works perfect, but a ratchet and socket or even a box-ended wrench would work okay for this. And these are usually fairly tight, so you might have to put a little muscle to them. All right, you just want to get it loose. You don't want to, you know, remove these bolts entirely and let the bars fall on your thing. And like I said earlier, it helps to have an extra pair of hands. So I'm gonna get my assistant Mitch to hold the bars while I remove all of this hardware. All right, so as it says in the instructions, you're going to discard these bolts, the bolts we're sending you. So if you go with a 1-inch extension, the bolts we send you will be about 1 inch longer than stock, but you keep these washers. You're going to reuse these washers, discard the bolt. All right, so as you can see, we got the bars off, got everything protected, so we're not going to drop anything. I'm going to show you exactly what this product is. It's just a spacer that goes right there, matches the diameter, the base diameter of the risers. It's going to set it up higher. So this is the fun part. This is the installation, and this is where the extra pair of hands comes in handy. But before we pass the hardware through the bottom into the riser, always use thread locker. Now, typically you'd put thread locker on the thread of the bolt, but for this application, we're going to go ahead and put it in the receiving threads. That way you're not making a mess passing this up through there. And I mean, you can put a liberal amount because these are not bolts you want backing out. All right, so now you're going to install Your spacer, you're going to put it into place, pass your bolt up through the bottom, through the spacer. Just going to lift those up for me. Going to bring them right down on there. So you can get these hand tight. You don't want to fasten this side all the way down or you're going to fight with the other side. Quickly move over to the other side. Now you can already see that the bar set up exactly an inch higher than before with the spacers in place. And at this point you can begin fastening those grade 8 bolts down and then torquing those to the correct specs. Now one thing you'll notice is that they are very discreet. It almost looks as if they're an extension of the riser because they are an extension of the riser. All right, that's pretty tight. Now these get torqued 30 to 40 foot-pounds. All right, that one's perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead and finish torquing these up. If you guys have any questions about fitment for your particular model, keep in mind we have these for Sportsters, Dyna, Softails, and various other models. They're available in powder coat black. We even had some billet aluminum variations that you can polish up to a chrome-like finish. If you have questions about those, shoot me an email to support@dkcustomproducts.com or leave me a comment below. Y'all ride safe out there.